So guys, it's now a couple of weeks later. We're going to be going over, like I said, a review of all my experiences with the One MR products. So here's all the products that I ordered laid out on the table, on the bed. So first off, we're going to start with the straps. These are the best lifting straps that I've ever used, to be honest. The one thing, I already had lifting straps, but when I was on their website, I just thought I'd pick some up anyway. They look quite nice, like leather material. Like I said, they're really good material leather. They pretty much stick to the bar. One thing I would say, I don't know why, but whenever you order lifting straps, they're always designed like extra long, which I don't like that. It just takes a bit longer to set up, and the rest of the strap gets in the way. So I will have to adjust it. If you have a look here, these are my original wrist straps that I had, and that's the length extra. So what you'll always do with wrist straps, I just cut it off here, which I won't go into be doing on this. But yeah, I highly recommend the lifting straps. Definitely, they're a great purchase, and I use them all the time. Secondly, we've got the OG cuffs. I do like these. That again, the material is very nice, thick, good padding, very comfortable. One thing I would say is that you can't get them tight enough on certain movements. Like, say I wanted to put it up here. I mean, it does go there. But say I wanted to put it here on my arm, for instance. It doesn't go there because it's not. It doesn't adjust to that size. But they do have other cuffs that they sell on there, so maybe they're going to be a different size that you're going to adjust more. So definitely recommend them as well, but like I said, they don't adjust as much as I would have liked. Okay, next we've got the Luna Pad, I think they call this one. My experience with this is amazing. Like, I don't do a lot of hip thrusting. I mean, I try to do it maybe once a week, but for especially guys, like this is a game changer. Like the feel of it, like it's so comfortable. Like I was lifting. Usually I would go up to about 80 kg on hip thrust. I was doing like 100 with this, and it felt like easy, just because of the comfort level. One thing, I did give it to my girlfriend to try, and she didn't like it because when you start in position and you slide the bar onto you, it was a little bit too thick for her, so she couldn't actually like slide it onto herself. But for me, like, I felt that as well. It was a little bit difficult to get that starting position, but I would take this over using a shitty small barbell pad all day because of comfort. It's a little bit of adjusting to get it on, but once it's there, it's the best and comfortable. So I think like every gym in the entire planet should have one of these hip thrust pads. So fair play to Josh for making this, because I've not seen anything on the market like this before. And it's funny, you get like looks in the gym, like a lot of people look you, obviously it's pink, the colour as well. They didn't have a black one, so I had to order the pink, but yeah, definitely highly recommend that as well. Alright, next we'll go on to the lever belt. I've never had a lever belt before. This is the first experience with a lever belt. I've always had the original like belts, the other style. I've always wondered, like online, when I see people using a lever belt, it looks cool. You know, you flick the lever off. I thought, is it just like just because it looks good? So actually trying it out myself, I have to admit that like I prefer the other style of belt than the lever belt. However, let me just give you a review of this product. I would say it feels really good quality, sturdiness to the belt, like it's going to last a long time. Obviously that's what you expect from a belt. It comes unassembled, and it's like there's not much assembling that you need to do. It's literally like you just screw these, there's a little like template there, you screw that into that and connect it. But like, for instance, the thing I don't like about this belt, one, it's really, really thick, which is what you want, but it kind of gets in the way of your body. It's a little bit uncomfortable. Like, my torso is actually shorter, and my legs are really long, and my torso is shorter, so using this belt, it's kind of a little bit uncomfortable because it's so thick, so wide. So it depends on the person, I guess. And then say I was using this belt and I don't know, say I had a jumper on one day and I was a little bit more thick around the waist. You can't adjust this belt. The only way to adjust it is getting a screwdriver and then putting new holes in, which is annoying. Like say I wanted to give it to my mate to lend in the gym, I wouldn't be able to because it's not going to fit him and he can't adjust it unless he's got a screwdriver. That's why I don't like the lever belts. I went for, I think, a size medium. I'm actually started dieting now, and even on the lowest setting that I could possibly go, it wasn't as tight as I would have wanted it. So I actually had to make a new hole. So I made a new hole myself, which was a little bit annoying playing around with it. Made a new hole there to get it a little bit tighter. And like I said, I'm dieting now. And even with that's I think the furthest I could possibly go on it. Any more, it would be off the belt. Yeah, it's not really fitting me at the moment. But in my off season, it will. I'm not really going to probably use this as much as I thought I would have. I don't know. I'm not going to sell it. I'll just keep it for my off seasons and when I want to mix up the belt oil, I guess. But and I would say as well, obviously I use the screwdriver and the screws have kind of like they got a bit of what do you call that? Like it's spiking you kind of thing. I don't know what they call it, but it's not like a smooth finish to it now. Obviously because I've used the screwdriver on it. So like when you think about it, I'm putting this on my clothes, yeah. So that is going to be hitting my clothes. So it's going to like, I've already done it a few times, just skagged my t-shirts. And like, that's a big no-no, isn't it? Like, you don't want to skag your t-shirts. Like, and my other belts, the original belt, they don't do that. Whether that's his product or just the fact that I screwed in maybe too much and it's caused the screws to like defect, I don't know. But yeah, that's one other thing to note about that. And then lastly, we've got, this is a little set that he sells. It comes as a set. So you got the daisy chain, the band, and the cabinas. I think they call them cabinas, I don't know. Carabinas. Sorry, I'm dyslexic. Yeah, I've seen people do banded stuff before online, long time ago. And I've always been like intrigued about it. I've always thought like, is it necessary? Is it not? But I was wanted to try it both for myself and clients. Like I'm a personal trainer. Like clients that are serious about training and they're trying to get really strong on certain lifts and stuff. Like this can be like effective, even for myself. But I don't think it's like essential. However, like using it was good. One thing I would say is like it looks pretty complicated when you get it. Obviously, it's actually not that complicated. But when you think like I'm a personal trainer, first time going into the gym, and like you're trying to set this up, and you look stupid because I've never set it up before, and you're standing there by the Swift machine and just looking a bit stupid. But I would have liked some sort of instructions from it. But the people that are buying this equipment from this company are most of the bodybuilders, so they know what they're doing anyway. So I get why they're not putting instructions. But I just went on, I think John Meadows had an old video, went on one of his YouTube videos, and he explained like how to set it up basically. And it is simple once you do it. You just loop it over, and then you can just attach to wherever you want to make the resistance band, and the band goes over the bar. It just basically makes more of an even resistance profile on the exercise. You can add a little bit more weight, and it loads like the top part of the exercise instead of when the band starts taking it. I do use it. I will continue to use it, but it's probably like 1 in every 3 sessions I'm gonna bring out the band. But I would say that band is very good quality, and you can also do different stuff with this, like band, the leg press band, various other different machines like the pendulum squat. So that's something I will be doing, and the quality is very good for that. That's my overall review on gym accessories. I think if you are looking for like nuance sort of gym accessories, good quality stuff, definitely head over to 1MR. I always get it wrong, because they are like doing different stuff that I've seen out there with certain products, and yeah, the quality is good. And Josh is a bodybuilder himself, the guy who owns the company, and yeah, so he's coming from experience. He's making stuff that he knows he's come into problems with before in the gym, and stuff that he knows other bodybuilders, people who go to the gym who are serious about their lifting journey, and yeah, highly recommend it. Like the video, guys. See you in the next one.